I'm Kari Oswald with Loud House Wellness. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about the Wheel of the Year and some of the things that are going on with our planets right now. So first, tomorrow is August 1st, and it marks the first day of Lammas. Lammas is a time period that goes back thousands of years, and it is known to be a time where humans would dive into more responsibility and would be hard at work. It was also a time of the first harvest. So a lot of that work goes back to tending to the land, to the animals, to gardens, crops, harvesting that stuff so that they had sustenance throughout the winter time. So all of that responsibility to make sure that they were able to thrive in the cold months would start now on Lammas. So nowadays we tend to still honor that in a less traditional way, but if you notice, we have a lot more outdoor gatherings, we spend more time in nature because the weather's favorable, and we tend to eat more plant-based foods. So thank you, Lammas, and I hope everyone has some fun outdoor celebrations coming up. Second off, I'd like to talk about some of the astrological things that are going on in the universe right now. We have four planets in retrograde, and we're about to have 5. So that's a lot. That is a lot of emotions. So let's see. The first one is Pluto, and it went into retrograde May 2nd, and it will end July 27th. Pluto is here to destroy. It brings chaos. It brings just kind of an uneasy feeling. If things don't feel like they've been flowing or going the way you're planning, it could be because of this retrograde. But sometimes destroying and everything feeling like it's in chaos can actually be a good thing, because in order for new things to develop, sometimes the old needs to be destroyed so that we can move on. So I think it's really about perspective. It also brings about loss and death, and death can also signify the ending of one situation or project and the beginning of a new one. So keep that in mind, not always a bad thing. Second is Saturn. And Saturn is it's in retrograde as well. And the interesting thing about Saturn is right now from the planet Earth, you cannot see any of its rings from Earth. So Saturn has several rings that go around it and it kind of sits at an angle. They're not visible to us right now, which is not anything out of the norm. This happens every, I think it's 15 to 25 years that the planet shifts and we can't see it. It's kind of like looking at like a sheet of paper straight on. It becomes a little harder to see, but with this brings about a lot of anxiety, karma. So a lot of your karma may be coming back to you, and a lot of people think that karma is a bad thing, but karma could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on what kind of energy you are putting out and projecting to the people around you. If you have good intentions and you are kind and do things out of love, then you're probably going to be receiving some really great things, versus if you're kind of on the other end of the spectrum. But life lessons are going to be coming back around to us during this time, so don't get discouraged. We're all in this together. And then we have Neptune, who is in retrograde as well. And this brings about breakthroughs. So it also causes us to question everything around us, which is good because that's very logical if you are trying to make an important decision. So, and Chiron is also in retrograde from July 26th through December 6th. So that's kind of a longer retrograde there. And it's a good one. It is here to heal deep wounds. So, figuratively speaking, if you have any type of trauma, or you had a bad breakup, or you're changing jobs, or you've lost someone you love, or there's been anything in your life that has made you feel kind of upside down and unbalanced, this might be a really good time for that energy to clear. So deep, deep healing is happening until December 26th. So I think we can all benefit from that. And then, last but not least, the fifth planet that is not yet in retrograde will be Mercury. It goes into retrograde on August 5th and will last through August 27th. And yes, Mercury always has such a bad rap for retrogrades, but it's not always terrible. So yes, it brings about a lot of delays. Things don't always go according to plan. Timing may seem off. And of course, all those damn disruptions with technology that it brings about. That's always super frustrating. But with delays, sometimes those can be a blessing because it might give you the chance to see something from a different perspective, or to weigh another opportunity that's coming in, or to just think a little bit more about the decision that you're going to make, or how you'd like to see things play out. So with all these planets in retrograde, I wish you the best of luck. And if you feel like you're struggling, just stop, take a deep breath, and remember that we are all in this together. Until next time, bye.